Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Original Rebels Racing League Rebels Throwback Tribute 200 here from North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Saturday Night Send It Cup Series. I'm Zach Wetstein. I'm here with Sam Wetstein. How you doing?
Doing great tonight. Hi, Zach.
All right. Well, we got 200 laps around this classic track, and we got a classic track for classic throwback paint schemes tonight. So we're definitely going to take a look at a lot of those throughout tonight's race. But first of all, we're going to go ahead and talk about tonight's spotlight driver, Jason Warren from Asheville, North Carolina, age 36. Full Send is his team. You can see his teammates there on screen. He is a salesman, family, wonderful fiance with 6 kids. So he think favorite driver is Josh Oswald. His favorite movie, Rocky 4. You can definitely at home talk to everybody else, and because everybody has different Rocky movies that they like and Rocky movies that they don't like. So he enjoys Rocky 4. Dad, what's your favorite Rocky movie?
Rocky 2, I believe. Eye of the Tiger, baby. Eye of the Tiger. No, that's 3, isn't it? Yeah.
We'll
But I
figure it
like
out
Rocky
eventually.
2. I like Rocky 2 because he won. Yo, Adrian.
His favorite song, Final Countdown by Europe. Great song.
Oh, that takes me back some years.
So the quote that he enjoys most: "Sometimes life will screw you, but you just have to change positions and enjoy it somehow." So
Okay.
I mean, hey, yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
never know what life's gonna throw at you, and like it said, you just got to change positions and find a way to enjoy it, or else just have a bad time. So I could agree with that. Some of his hobbies: avid chess player, iRacing, obviously, and big sports fanatic. So other than the chess, me and him get along really well.
Yes. He's one of the best drivers we've got out here, too.
And sorry, I was turning something off. Interesting fact: races in Sim Auto Racing Association Contender Series, most competitive short track league on iRacing, and I could see that he loves short track racing, and he seems to always be fast on them. So it makes sense that he's in the most competitive short track league on iRacing.
I race with him on Thursday nights in Thunderstruck Racing League. We run super late models, and that's the guy you look at during practice to find out what he's doing, and you copy that, or you try to, because he is rocket fast.
Yeah, speaking of rocket fast, he was fastest in practice, currently second in qualifying. And speaking of qualifying, we're going to go ahead and transition over to some qualifying. Like we mentioned, Jason Warren qualifying second so far. Fry Hubbard, we're going to go take a look here. Turn on the sound for you guys. There you go. Completing his first lap around, I believe. Or he's coming across line for his first lap.
Be interesting to see where Fry ends up tonight.
Yeah, and that nice Bill
He
Elliott
loves
paint
tracks
scheme right
like
there.
these.
Coming across the line up to 10th so far.
It's a big move for T.S. Swank to get the pole position so far over Jason Warren. Warren and short tracks, it's hard to beat him. But he managed it by a good amount, too.
Yeah, and Fry looks like he's going to stick to 10th right now. Let's go a little bit of onboard here, if I can get to it quick enough. This is currently Jeff Paisley. See him attack that corner and a little too hard. Gets really loose. And that kind of subsequently messes up his second lap as well. So a little unfortunate there for Paisley.
So that'll put him in the 11th position behind Fry.
Joe Buscemi qualifying. He qualified 14th at that lap. Going to look to try to improve in that nice Budweiser paint scheme. I believe we have 2 of those tonight. We have an 8 and we have an 08, and they're both running a Budweiser paint scheme tonight, which can't blame them. It's a great paint scheme.
I think I would have picked up a Ralph or tried to find me a Ralph Earnhardt if I'm going to run the number 8.
That might be tough to find, honestly.
It might be. I think it was just a white car with a number 8 on the front.
Yeah, that's right.
And a bunch of dirt and dents.
Clint Reese, your points leader through 2 weeks, running that nice yellow Miller paint scheme.
Plenty of beer on track tonight.
Ooh, a little front end damage there for him. Probably going to see a lot of that tonight, though. Front end damage and back end damage. Put 2 and 2 together, and you have bump and runs and short track racing. So
a lot of scraping on the sides from the walls as well.
Yeah, we always talk about the Darlington stripe, but you know, tracks like these, they earn their own reputation for stripes on the side of your car, with how tough they can be. And this is definitely one of those tough tracks. Philip Manzo qualifying.
Especially out of turn 2. You try to get a good hard run out of turn 2. If you get on it too quick, you're going to do one of 2 things. You're either going to spin out or you're going to scrape the wall.
I like this paint scheme from Philip Manzo. You don't see it, and well, I just kind of like how it looks, honestly. I like the orange and blue along with obviously the tiger on the front hood of it.
Yeah.
Currently 18th. And he's going to move up to the 16th spot, so he's able to gain 2 on that second lap.
Little Terry Labonte throwback there, right? It's real interesting trying to figure out who the throwbacks are when you mix and match numbers. Guys try to keep it with their numbers, but then they have their favorite classic drivers. And I dug out a paint scheme for my truck for tomorrow night's throwback, and I don't know if anybody would get it if I didn't tell them.
But yeah, that is Terry Labonte. You're right. Kellogg's paint scheme. Except I think in his 44, I'm looking at it now. It wasn't. I think that's the paint scheme for his number 5 car. His 44 was still Kellogg's, but it had I think a bird on the front of it with cornflakes or something like that. So
yeah, when he was with Hendrick,
yeah,
he won the championship in that 5 car.
And Rich Yeoman, he's already qualified, currently sitting 17th. He's just running some practice laps. We saw it last night in the Xfinity Series at Richmond, and we're seeing it from Rich Yeoman tonight, just doing some practice laps, wasting time during practice. We have 25 cars tonight.
Good to see a Davey Allison paint scheme back on the track.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those Davey Allison paint schemes, anytime you see them, there's no way to not like it, you know.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody that disliked Davey.
Oh, and there's the end of that little practice session.
Yeah.
Mickey Isaac, I just saw, came on track. Currently 2.5 minutes left of practice. And after Mickey qualifies, we'll go ahead and take a look at the schedule for the series. But we'll wait till he's done. Coming around for his first lap of qualifying. And that'll move him up to the 12th spot so far.
It's a good first lap.
See if he can improve on it at all. Coming around 3 and 4. Smooth turn. It's a pretty smooth 3 and 4. See if that
get him a top 10.
Might just... Nope. He's going to stay at 12th.
It just looks smoother.
But not a bad lap, and hey, if you can run that smooth for a long time in the race, he'll get into the top 10. So we'll go ahead.
23 qualifiers and 25 cars.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the schedule.
We're getting the final two up there. No, qualifying is over.
So after the Christmas break, we head to Las Vegas in these Cup cars for 133 laps.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, Phoenix, Kansas, Martinsville, Michigan. Looking forward to Martinsville. These guys may not be, but I am.
You're the only one, I think.
And then a couple of bye weeks. Bristol and Dega back-to-back. That can be dangerous. Dover, Auto Club, Kentucky, and Chicago round out the regular season schedule. And then the playoff schedule begins with Texas, and then it goes to Homestead, Dega again, Richmond, and ends at Charlotte. We're going to end the season at the same spot that we did the last season.
It's an interesting season, definitely. Definitely looking forward to Talladega. Going to
Talladega. Yeah, that probably won't be broadcasted. You've definitely come up with a crazy idea for it, but I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I am hoping, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there watching, tell your friends. I'm hoping to set us up a mobile unit, and we are going to Talladega in April, and I am hoping anyway, to broadcast the race from the campgrounds at Talladega.
And here's your starting grid for tonight's race. Like we mentioned, Tia Swank able to outrun Jason Warren, pole spot 18.362, barely faster, but faster. Jason Warren qualifying second, Will Paisley third, Logan Sturgeon fourth, Michael Swink qualifying fifth, Logan Vince sixth, Elliott Longenecker seventh, William Griffith eighth, Cameron Combs ninth, and Fry Hubbard rounding out the top 10. Jeff Paisley 11th, Mickey Isaac 12th, Joey Buscemi 13th, Chris Heiner 14th, Dustin Franklin 15th, David Hall 16th, Philip Manzo 17th, Brandon Wallace 19th, Brian Rupert 20th, 21st Chud Bassett, Clint Reese 22nd, Charles Stevens 23rd, and rounding out the field is Chuck Phelps. Trying to go pretty quick because, speaking of quick, these pace laps go by in a blink.
And we're getting ready to go green. You can breathe now.
Yes, I can. Thank God we don't have a 40-car field, or else I wouldn't have gotten through that.
Been a lot of caution laps of a 40-lap field.
Pace car's off, and green flag is out. A great jump from Jason Warren there on the outside. He's going to be able to potentially grab the lead here early. Tia Swank looking to fight back, but he's not going to be able to do so. Jason Warren, who loves short tracks, out in the lead early.
And the caution is out. Ooh, 5 cars spinning around.
The 5 of Elliott Longenecker in that tied paint scheme. No quick repairs in this series, so the only quick repairs we had in this series were at Daytona, so he's just going to have to go get that car fixed up the old-fashioned way.
He hit the bump after the caution. I think the caution was further back in the field.
Oh, really? Well, until maybe you can figure out who it was, we're going to go take a quick look at.
I got damage on the 24, Chris Heiner.
Taking a quick look at oh man, hits that and up into the outside wall. Doesn't collect anybody else. Let's go ahead and switch over to the 24 of Chris Heiner. And, 3 people, including Heiner and Jeff Paisley there in the front stretch. Oh, man, it happened in front of him. It looks like, let's hop over with Jeff Paisley real quick.
Oh, yeah, Paisley, I believe, hit the grass, maybe it came up.
Gets low and, barely bumps the back of the 15 and sends him right up into the L1 of Mickey Isaac. Heiner, also the 25, so a lot of carnage there.
I think he was trying to avoid that 15, got down in that grass, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, I think he made just barely made contact, hit the brake, and it sent him around and sent him up into the rest of the pack, unfortunately. And like we mentioned, no quick repairs. So you see the front end of that car, all sorts of messed up on Chris Heiner. And, well, he's going to have to live with that for the remaining 196 laps.
The 44, the 08 got a little damage off that.
Early carnage tonight here at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Rebels Throwback Tribute 200. Jason Warren early, you saw him on the outside get a really good jump on Tia Swank, and, well, you do not want to see that 32 car out front here at a short track at all.
No, you don't, because you'll be chasing him the rest of the night. He gets smaller in your front windshield at every lap.
I kind of want to look at something, not the paint scheme necessarily, but I feel like that left front's lifting up a lot through these turns. Look at that left front. It is off the track throughout these turns. It's probably because of the bumps. I imagine you can't have too much downforce in these cars when you're going over those bumps. If that car's too low to the ground,
no,
that could ruin your splitter. So that's probably why that's off the ground a little bit. You see it bouncing all around.
And we're coming to the green.
Jason Warren, a nice restart. And
there you go.
Will Paisley in the 93 behind him got a good restart as well. On the inside of Tia Swank there, going to look to take the second spot away, and he will. Will Paisley's shown a lot of speed in the Xfinity Series. He won at Watkins Glen, and he finished second last night at Richmond, so I'm not surprised to see him up here in second. We talk about how, you know, Zach Wilson, Jason Warren are fast in whatever they drive. I think that can go for Will Paisley as well.
Will Paisley's a good on the wheel. Him and his father.
Oh, wrecking behind him. Josh Lokenvents. Caution is out. It looked like a self-spin. I don't think anyone helped him around.
It was.
I saw that.
And everybody got through it clean, too.
That was on the back end of what we were watching. We were on Will Paisley there, and, yep, just out of the turn loose, and, yep, doesn't collect anybody. And, well, if there isn't motor damage in that car, he should be just fine at a short track like this.
Yeah, I would think so. Little aero damage, but like I said, that doesn't really come into play here. As he comes by on my camera, the engine sounds fine if iRacing's being kind to me.
Yeah, the front end of that car pretty messed up, but it doesn't look like it really got to the motor. Hopefully just cosmetic damage for him. And that
hopefully not done anything to the airflow and make him overheat later on.
It's a Pennywise paint scheme there, pretty scary.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
I did too. I was checking out the damage, and then all of a sudden I see Pennywise's face, and I'm like, oh God, that's Pennywise.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a good movie to watch, and looks like we're getting Chuck Phelps, the lucky dog. He's going to get himself back on the lead lap in the 19th position. Not a bad position to come back to. Also, while we're pacing here, we should get the one to green. We'll look at your points real quick. I forgot to bring those up before the race. Clint Reese, your points leader, 1 point over David Hall. Currently, Clint is in the 14th position, David Hall in the 11th. So that definitely, that would put David Hall in the lead, but obviously a lot of laps to go tonight. So the positions they're in now are definitely going to change throughout this race, most likely. Jeff Paisley in third in the points, winner at Daytona to open the season, and then obviously Clint Reese last week, if you saw the race, winning at Atlanta. And Cameron Combs, who's in the 6th position tonight, currently 4th in points. And then Jason Warren, your leader right now, 5th in points, currently 13 points behind. And the winner of these races gets 5 more points than second place. So not only do you get 5 more points than second place, that just gives you even more of a buffer over third on back. So if Warren can hold on to the lead for another 190 some laps or 80 some laps, that would put him in the contention for the points lead after tonight.
So our top 3 in points is also our top 3 on track.
I don't think that's right.
Warren, Paisley, and Swing.
Clint Reese, David Hall, and Jeff Paisley are top 3 in points.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm sober.
You're fine. Jason Warren, a great restart, but Will Paisley right behind him, and we got a lot of action going on behind him. Michael Swink in that 30 machine Pennzoil right in front of the 15 of Cameron Combs. Cameron Combs in that Michael Waltrip paint scheme.
Looks like we're single filing this thing out and get some laps in here.
Yeah, going back throughout the field, it looks like just about everybody. Well, now we have side-by-side Brian Rupert, but that ends pretty quickly in that Lowe's machine. Throwback to Jimmy Johnson. Now side-by-side with the 83 of, well, none other than who we were just talking about, David Hall. Clint Reese in the 2-car, already up to the 11th position, so he's starting to move up as we're getting green flag laps. But right now, currently your race leader, Jason Warren, and has a little bit of a gap over. Ooh, Will Paisley got loose there. I thought he might get in the wall. So Warren's starting to gap that 93 car just a little bit every lap.
Little racing going on here between the 8 and the 2. Side by side through turn 4.
Nice lead there for Warren. Tia Swank, your pole sitter, back in the 3rd position, just kind of chilling out there. And well, behind him, we kind of got a longer line going behind Logan Sturgeon. About a 4 or 5 car line here. Really, it starts with Michael Swink more than it does Logan Sturgeon. Sturgeon out a little bit ahead of him, but these 5 cars right here, Swink, Cameron Combs, Fry Hubbard, William Griffith, all these guys, close quarter racing here at North Wilkesboro.
Our points leader, Clint Reese, is making some moves up through the field.
Yeah, up to the 9th position, 13 spots from where he qualified in the 22nd spot. So definitely, like you mentioned, making moves here early, 23 laps in. Are him and Dustin Franklin running? No, okay. I thought him and Dustin Franklin were running the same paint scheme, just same colors, not the same paint scheme.
Yeah.
Nope. I need to change the best time to gap for you guys. Forgot to change that. Whoops. Oh, man, Freight Train up in front of Clint Reese right now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cars to pass right there.
That line that I mentioned has gotten even tighter and, well, more cars involved in it now with Clint Reese getting involved. The top 3 have kind of checked out, though. Logan Sturgeon, you see there in the 26 Wonder paint scheme. We saw him run that last night as well. He is in 4th, and, well, you kind of see the top 3 are pretty far away from these guys.
Oh, and the 44 scrapes the wall trying to get out of the way of the leaders.
Clint Reese on the outside of William Griffith for the 8th position there. William Griffith also running, I think, the same paint scheme as he did yesterday. Now Clint Reese working on the back bumper of Fry Hubbard for the 7th position.
Well, I think if Reese could make his way up, Jason might have some competition here.
Yeah, Reese won last week, points leader so far, and it's kind of showing right now why he is the points leader. Looking really fast here early on. Last time around, Jason Warren and Will Paisley actually ran the same laps, and they were both the fastest laps on track, 18.72. Clint Reese ran an 18.89, but he is also in pretty heavy traffic, and if we go up to Jason Warren and Will Paisley, obviously they don't have any traffic right now.
Jason and Will have checked out from everybody else at the moment.
Yeah, currently 4 to 5 seconds ahead of who we're looking at now, Fry Hubbard in that 9 machine. These guys have started to do a really good job at stringing some green flag laps together. Early on, it looked like maybe it wouldn't happen, but these guys have gotten single filed out, and well, even though they're close quarter racing right now, they're able to keep it green.
Yeah, these guys have got a little patience. I think early was probably a cold tire kind of thing rather than patience. And these guys have got them tires warmed up, and they are doing some really good racing at the moment.
Yeah, you speak of patience. Clint Reese definitely has some patience going on because he could have bumped the back bumper of Fry Hubbard, but he chose not to. Oh, and he's going to get a really good run.
Looks like Hubbard slipped a little there.
Clint Reese got a really good run out of turn 4, or turn 2, sorry. Oh, but Fry Hubbard using that outside, and with that momentum, he's going to be able to keep that spot. Nice job by Fry there.
I think Fry is fast. I think Fry had the same problem. He's coming up on some guys that he's a little faster than, but those guys are still holding a good line, so it's hard to find a way to get around them.
Yeah, this is a tough track to pass. Let's go on board a little bit with Clint Reese here, just to see how tough it is to drive behind somebody. He's going to try to dive below him here, but there's just nowhere to go. It doesn't matter how fast you are. If there's nowhere to go, you just can't make the move. There's Philip Manzo getting out of the way there. You hear him actually downshifting right now. I'm kind of surprised by that. But
yeah, Manzo's got some big-time damage.
He's
hoping for a caution.
I'm surprised by the downshifting, but it could make sense. I'm interested to see real quick if Jason Warren is downshifting. Yeah, so if you don't know, they're downshifting because...
Oh, we got a wreck on the back. Fry Hubbard around. No, not Fry. And we're not under caution. We had a spin on the back. Reese got into somebody.
Oh, yeah, there's somebody in the grass right there. I think that's who just got the lucky dog, Charles Steaton, or no, not Chuck Feltz. Chuck Feltz just got the lucky dog, and, well, he's going to go back a lap down at least. But thankfully, we're able to keep it green, though. But yeah, what I was mentioning with Jason Warren, you see him downshifting. We'll go back on board here. And that's just because the car is too slow coming off the turn with the RPMs. So he's downshifting to get higher RPMs and just to be faster off the turn. His hand kind of blocks the RPMs, but you see is at 8,000 RPMs coming off the turn when downshifting. And you see when he slows down in 4th gear, he's already down to 5,000 RPMs. So by downshifting, he goes from 5,000 to about 7,000 or 8,000 RPMs, and that helps that car get off the turn a little bit faster and a little bit better.
And Reese under Hubbard. Nice little battle going on here. Hubbard is not giving it up easily.
Yeah, you kind of oh, wow, Fryer dove really hard into that turn.
Yeah, Hubbard's getting some good racing out of that high line.
Yeah, you kind of always expect this from Hubbard. He's not going to give anything up for free. He's going to make you earn it, and, well, Clint Reese not been able to earn it so far. Not that he's not trying, but just tough to pass.
I'm wondering if Hubbard got what kind of damage he got. It was Hubbard who got into the 75 on the backstretch. Came down on his right front. I'm wondering if he got any damage out of that.
Ooh, Michael Swink making a move on below Logan Sturgeon. He got really loose into the turn. I thought he might spin out, but he's able to keep it together. And another case of, I mean, how do you pass here? It's just really tough. "45 laps now into this race."
It's interesting that I call it the high line. I guess I would be more the middle line is getting some good runoff.
Yeah, you see the 15 Napa machine there actually passing Michael Swink on the outside. Swink got held up by trying to pass Logan Sturgeon, and we actually saw a pass there from Cameron Combs on the outside. Fry Hubbard to the inside.
I wonder if anybody else will pick up on that. That seems a little faster than the low line.
Oh, wrecking right in front of him. Ooh. Philip Manzo, a lot of damage to that car. That car is basically a modified now. Just need to lose the entire front end, and it'll be a modified. But Fry Hubbard and Clint Reese able to pass Michael Swink on the inside, so Michael Swink's tires may be starting to fall off more and more as the laps go on.
I'm surprised Manzo's still on the track. He's running about as fast as the pace car right now.
Cameron Combs trying to look to the inside of Logan Sturgeon, and really Logan Sturgeon's running that high line because he knows it's going to be extremely difficult to pass him on that inside line. And it shows. I mean, just look at that run off the turn.
There's some grip there, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that outside line is going to be the line to use to pass tonight. I want to go. I want to go take a look at our leader just to give him some love, but there's so much action going on back here. Side by side, Michael Swink and William Griffith. Swink using that outside line now on Griffith to try to keep that position.
Well, I've come up to check on the leader, and he's still leading. He's got a little lap traffic, but he's up there by himself.
Michael Swink working really hard on the outside there. William Griffith's going to be able to keep that position. I haven't run this track too much, and so I'm really surprised to see how well that outside line works.
I'm highly surprised at it. And I think a lot of people are starting to move up now. The whole line is starting to move up into that line.
Yeah, Jason Warren currently working on lap traffic, and it can even be hard to pass lap traffic on this track. Eventually you'll get past them, but it can take you a little while. Even as the leader, it can take you a while to pass lap traffic.
Yeah, and the good thing about this league is a lot of guys, if they're lapped out, that caught some damage, they will, if they're racy, they'll race with you. They'll try to get everything they can, but if they're holding you up, they will get out of the way.
It's amazing how good Jason Warren is on short tracks, you know. He's pretty good everywhere, but short tracks, he just knows how to get it done. And right now, a 2.5 second lead over Will Paisley. Will Paisley currently working on Brian Rupert. Brian Rupert's already a lap down, but now he's working on him. Also, when we speak of lap traffic, as we'll go back with Jason Warren here, usually if they don't get out of the way because they want to keep their lap, it's always going to be the toughest for the leader when it comes to lap traffic, because you never know when a caution is going to come out on a track like this. So that lap car is going to try to hold their lap as long as they can, and well, that can make it extremely difficult for the leader. But once you put them a lap down, they're not as you know, they don't want to fight as much because they're already a lap down. So second place usually has it a little bit easier.
Yeah, they try to save their fight for anybody else that's a lap down so they can try to keep a lucky dog.
But 83 of David Hall there doing a nice job at keeping it high for the leader, Warren there. Currently now only 11 cars in the lead lap, and when we don't have cautions, this is what's going to happen, honestly, is, you know, Jason Warren, with how fast he is, he's going to put probably the whole field a lap down by the end of it.
Got 11 cars on the lead lap, but Dustin Franklin the next. And Dustin's involved in that little battle with Hubbard and Clint Reese, and he's back there in that line. So if Warren gets to that, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I kind of want to take a quick look while we're here with Fry. It could be with anybody, but I kind of want to go on his nose here and kind of see how bumpy this track is as we go through the turns here. Look at all those bumps right there on the exit of the turn, and, well, it just helps that he's also on the back bumper of somebody. He's going to dive deep. Look at those bumps. Just, I mean, it sends the car up, and there's not much you can do about it. Now, right front of Fry Hubbard, a little dinked up right now. Maybe a little bit of contact with another. Oh, that might have been with the contact with the 75.
With the 75, yeah. Doesn't seem to have affected the car any. But we got Combs running fourth, Fry Hubbard fifth, Clint Reese sixth, with the fish, Logan Sturgeon in seventh. That's a interesting little group there.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, tomorrow night, Sunday night, truck series for the Original Rebels Racing League, also running at North Wilkesboro Speedway. And honestly, I think I'm going to take a little something from this race and see if we need to downshift in the trucks, because the trucks, they also seem to have low RPMs on the exit of the turn. So maybe I might learn something tonight from the broadcast.
I'd already thought about that. I did a little practice before this race in the trucks for tomorrow night and was noticing how slow off the turns they were.
Yeah, you see that?
Actually gave a thought to that downshifting.
You see this kind of thing at tracks like maybe Pocono and Turn 1, not necessarily the whole track, but Turn 1, with how long the turn is, you get such low RPMs in any car there that you see some people downshift. Oh my God, a lot of carnage in front of Cameron Combs here. That's the 499. I think those guys are a lap down. Brandon Wallace showing him on the lead lap, but Cameron Combs, who's fourth, is about to pass him, which means Jason Warren has already passed him. So I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, it's showing him a lap down now. Okay. But yeah, at a track like Pocono in Turn 1, you'll see people downshift just to get higher RPMs on exit. Because if you don't, you'll have higher RPMs and a slower exit. So it's interesting to see downshifting in oval racing for sure.
I've got Dustin Franklin, the next victim for Mr. Warren, running in 11th spot, and he looks like he's got a full turn on him at the moment. So
he just crossed start finish line, and then there's Warren coming down the straight to the start finish line. So a little bit of a gap, but that's going to keep shrinking with how fast Jason Warren is. Now a 4-second lead, almost 5 over Will Paisley right now. They're running 19-second laps right now, and currently Dustin Franklin is 17 seconds behind. So he's 2 seconds out from being in danger, and second place Will Paisley, not necessarily close to 19 seconds behind, but he is 5 seconds behind. And if we find a way to go green the rest of the way, I truly believe Jason Warren could maybe lap the whole field.
if we go green up until pit stop time, then it'll be really interesting. The 48 is slow. We got
no caution.
No caution.
Oh no, leader Jason Warren 3 wide there on the backstretch. That was dangerous for our leader, but thankfully those guys are able to figure it out. There's Dustin Franklin going into turn 1 right there, and in front of him they're still battling up here, I believe. Cameron Combs, Fry Hubbard, Clint Reist, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, the 30, the 4, the 48 all got together right in front of the leader. And no caution out. Everybody keeps rolling.
Yeah, Cameron Combs still controlling that 3-car battle going on right there.
I rewound to see what was going on with the wreck and went to go back live and went backwards. So I'm trying to catch up with you. It's a really fast race I was watching.
Yeah, if you see it going at an irregular speed, that might be a hint.
And our leader has caught up with the 11th place car, putting a lap down on Dustin Franklin.
Yep, top 10 now on the lead lap. Joey Buscemi, the next, we're going to keep calling them victims, I guess. Jason Warren right behind him now.
Something to keep an eye on there. We just had a little blink from Jason Warren, our leader.
Yeah, he's been blinking a little bit throughout this race. It's been a little consistent, but he hasn't blinked enough to really blink out of the race just yet.
You just hope that doesn't happen at the wrong time. A lot of guys out there right now thinking, yeah, I could use a caution. I could use some new tires. I believe we have 2 sets for this evening.
Yeah, this series runs with no quick repairs, and I believe you're right, two sets of tires. So,
and you do not want to do any green flag pit stops on this track.
Yeah, you gotta believe. I would say in the next, I don't know the fuel mileage because a lot of people really aren't in the Discord tonight for me to ask. But I would say, once we get past the lap 100 mark, we might see some people trying to pit.
That is going to make it definitely interesting if we get green flag pit stops.
Oh, Jason Warren trying to put Joey Buscemi lap down, got a little loose there. He's able to keep it straight, though. Yeah. He's going to regain his composure and just take a second to get back on track before he laps Joey Buscemi. Joey Buscemi not going to give it up without a fight, though. He wants to stay on that lead lap just in case. Because I'm pretty sure Joey in his mind right now is thinking, if I give up this lead lap spot right now, the caution will probably come out the next lap. So he would get the lucky dog, so it wouldn't hurt him too much. But if he could just stay on the lead lap to begin with, he definitely would like to do that for sure.
Yeah, Warren's patient. He's got a pretty decent lead on Will Paisley, but if he sees Will coming, he's going to force the issue a little harder.
Yeah, he has a 5-second gap right now over Will, so like you mentioned, not too worried about it, but he's going to lose patience as it keeps going on. Now, side by side in front of him, nowhere to go. Just going to follow Buscemi below the 08 of Charles Stevens, and there's the 2 Budweiser paint schemes.
Well, Michael Swink's looking in his mirror going, okay, you two battle it out for a while. I don't want to have to deal with Jason.
Oh, there Jason goes to the inside, and I think he's going to be able to make it work out of 4. He's not going to clear him, but I think he'll clear him into turn 1 and 2. And he does, so that puts 10th place Joe Buscemi a lap down now. Now going to look towards, like you mentioned, that 30 of Michael Swink. Bright yellow Pennzoil paint scheme.
No, our top 5 has not changed. Warren, Paisley, Swank, Combs, Fry Hubbard, Clint Reese up to 6. This is it's got to be getting close to pitting time.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Cameron Combs and Fry Hubbard have Fry Hubbard's not on his back bumper right now because Hubbard's working on a lap car, but these two have not separated in a long time.
No.
Along with Clint Reese and Logan Sturgeon.
I think the 3 of them figured out they were pretty close, so they just kind of stayed nose to tail. Let's make our way through the crowd.
I'm telling you, though, the way that Clint Reese is on the back bumper right now of Fry Hubbard, if this was about 100 laps from now, we wouldn't be seeing what we're seeing from Clint Reese right now. I think we'd be seeing a little bit more contact.
A little bit more. Well, now's the time to settle in, keep your car on the track, and figure out when you're going to pit, because I can't stress enough that pit road is horrendous getting on under green flag conditions.
Yeah, and as Clint Reese, you'd rather make and if you're going to make an enemy at all, bumping somebody, which I don't necessarily think that you can really make an enemy by bumping someone here, because they kind of, you have to understand it's a short track, and sometimes you just got to use that front bumper. But if you are going to make an enemy here, you want to make it later in the race, not with 100 laps to go.
No.
Of course, then you have to see that guy on track the next week, but you'll figure that out when you get to it.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys respect each other enough. Even when you have to put a bumper to somebody, things might be a little misunderstood at the moment, maybe a little heat, but take a breath and they get over it and go racing next week.
Yeah, Fry Hubbard doing a really nice job at holding on to that position. These two are currently 13 seconds behind the leader, so only about a 6-second gap or so.
We keep this up, Jason's liable to lap the field here pretty quick.
The only real question is, can he lap himself somehow? Because we're kind of starting to get into that territory. He's 8 seconds ahead of Will Paisley now. Ever since he got past those lap cars, he has started to gap Will Paisley even more. And maybe he's not having to deal with lap traffic. So Jason Warren is just that fast right now. And right now, not only is Jason Warren fast, but he's also worrying me and just about tomorrow. I got to race this guy tomorrow on this same exact track. Different car, but same exact track. So Warren, he is throwing fear into my soul.
And we are halfway.
Yeah, you're right. Lap 102 now of 200 laps here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Classic track and classic paint schemes tonight from a lot of these guys. I think if you're gonna race at a track where you're gonna have throwback paint schemes, this is it. And we have a pit stop going on, but I'm not sure if this is for. We have Philip Manzo and Chris Heiner in the pits. Also Josh Lokenvents. So starting to see some scheduled pit stops, it looks like. Look how tight pit road is here, though. You're pulling into your pit stall, and the other guy's sign is basically on your back bumper.
Yeah.
Nice pit stop by Lokenvents there. A lot of front end damage to that car. Sitting in the 16th position currently. And you see the pit road exit. No room when you come off of it, so you just immediately join the rest of the traffic.
Yeah, and if you got a guy that doesn't know you're coming out, there could be some carnage at that pit road exit.
Jason Warren getting to the back of 8th place William Griffith, who's, well, they're both going to pit together. So we're starting to see the pit cycle start. Will Paisley's going to stay out at least another lap. I think we'll see him soon, though.
Little contact in the pits from the 12 onto the 32.
I'm not sure if Will Paisley wants to keep it close with Warren or if he wants to do a lot different of a pit strategy, but I think we'll see him come in. Yep, a lap later than Warren. See if that works out for him. Oh, almost carnage behind him. Cameron Combs going to assume the lead. So Jason Warren with that big gap, he's going to be able to stay in the lead lap after pitting. Not sure if we're going to be able to say the same for Will Paisley. Nope, there he goes a lap down. And he is behind a lot of traffic right now.
So we've got Cameron in the lead. 4 guys on the lead lap yelling for a caution.
Yeah, Jason Warren, the 5th person on the lead lap, he was able to get out in front of Cameron Combs. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if a caution were ever come out for Cameron Combs, it would be right now. I think we're going to see, from what I'm looking at right here, I think we're going to see Cameron Combs, and here comes Will Paisley storming with those fresher tires to get his lap back.
Yeah, I think we're going to see how far we can go with this, with the gas.
Yeah, Cameron Combs definitely going to try to stretch it out. As you see Will Paisley get past him to get back on the lead lap. So good for Will Paisley there. And Cameron Combs. Oh, caution's out. What a time for our second caution to come out.
Wow.
And that is going to work out for a lot of these guys that stayed out. All 4 of them that stayed out. David Hall is going to be lined up to get the lucky dog, I believe. He is the first car lap down. And let's try to find out who this caution was on. We see the 4 pitting, so we're going to see if maybe... I'm trying to find him. If, if Chud Bassett had a problem.
Yeah, it's a 4 car.
Oh, yeah, and he was stopped a long time.
I believe just a self-spin.
Yep, watching it right now. Self-spin on the front stretch and huge hit, and he comes back onto the track and somehow doesn't collect a single driver. Nice shot by...
Huge hit on the back stretch on that inside guardrail.
So we're going to...
And another huge hit trying to get turned around.
Uh-oh. What happened there? Oh.
What do you got?
Oh, he didn't see the 2 coming? And, oh, that... Ugh. I am not going to speak for Mr. Chud Bassett, but I won't even say anything about it. But that... Yeah. Take that as you may. After watching what just happened there, take that situation as you please. Because I'm not going to say that was intentional. But you can think what you want at home. Because I'm not sure what happened there.
4 car come up on that 2.
He might have... I wanna give him the benefit of the doubt and say he just didn't see him coming, and I hope that's truly what it was.
I gotta think so, because
I don't think he had a reason to wreck him unless something happened that we didn't see.
Yeah, the 4 spun on his own earlier, so the 2 wasn't involved in that. So unless I gotta think that was not paying attention.
Either that, or unless there was either that, or unless something happened that we didn't see. But I don't think that Chud would do that. So, yeah, I have to think that, yeah, like you mentioned, maybe reaching for a drink or say if he's in VR, lifted the headset to grab something. And because, I mean, that's something I would probably do, lift the headset to try to get something that I wouldn't be able to if I had it on and, well, accidentally get up into somebody. But, yeah, I'm going to side with that reasoning right there and just think that was an accidental contact.
So we got Jason. How did Jason Warren get back to the lead?
He was on the lead lap, and everybody else thought it was on the lead lap pit.
Ah, that's right.
Ooh, I think they delayed the caution
to
get the field a little bit more stacked. Ooh, sounds like we have some carnage going on back here. We don't. Maybe it was just somebody touching the wall a little bit. But.
I think it was the pace car I saw do a hop on the front stretch somehow.
Oh, man. Maybe it was him trying to get back on track. We got to see this. I think we got to see this. Oh, wait, no. They're going to go back racing here. We are going to check that out later. Mark that lap, 116. We are going to visit that. Because I am interested in seeing how that pace car got back on track so quickly.
He went through the wall. He was on pit road, went through the wall, crashed it. The pace car crashed into the outside wall going into one.
Oh, let's remember that lap, ladies and gentlemen. 117. Because that is something we need to see. As Jason Warren back to the lead spot after the green flag pit stops. And now Cameron Combs up to the third position after leading some laps. And then the caution came out at the right time. So he's going to be in third spot with the same set of tires as these other guys.
Yeah, very beneficial for him. And the other guys up there as well.
Oh! Cameron Combs trying to get to the back bumper. Will almost spun out.
The 60 and the 25 got together. 25 come down. He's saying on the radio he didn't know that 60 was down there.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit of contact there and sends that 60 around. Dustin Franklin, he's been having a nice race, so that's a little unfortunate for him.
Yeah. And Brandon Wallace looks like he'll be our lucky dog.
That nice Aflac paint scheme, Carl Edwards. I've always been a fan of those Carl Edwards paint schemes.
I don't know if you want this shared, but your very first NASCAR race was a nationwide race at IRP, and Carl Edwards was the winner. And you
there you
excited
go.
to see him do his backflip.
Yeah. If I don't care if you're a child, grown-up, elder, if you're not excited to see Carl Edwards do a backflip, you're a Carl Edwards hater. You have to be.
Saw him do it one time at the Talladega Short Track, a little dirt track outside of the Northside campgrounds there, and he was horrible in the dirt, but after the race came out and did a backflip for us.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Fortunate for Jimmy Johnson, but 2016 unfortunate for him. He should have probably won a championship in that season, but late race contact with Joey Logano. It was on Carl Edwards. I mean, he blocked Joey Logano, but it's just unfortunate for Carl because he was definitely the fastest that race. But hey, I'm a Hendricks fan, and so that means I was a Jimmy fan. So I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
And then he retired after that year, I believe. So unfortunate timing.
76 laps to go. 75. I think 75 laps to go after when we get restarted here.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll see anybody down pit road ever again unless they got damaged.
Well, I mean, if we have a caution after 20 or 30 laps, you might see some people go down pit road. Never know. But yeah, I mean, if we get a long enough run to where it's a very short run to the end, I agree. I don't think we'll see anybody down pit road.
Yeah, if you're 8th, 9th, you'll get back up into that position. So that'd be the tail end of the lead lap. Yeah, I can see that.
Lights are out on the pace car, and like you mentioned, 75 laps to go when we go back green. Fairly clean race. Fairly clean race here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Only 3 cautions, unless there's a caution that snuck up on me that I forget about. But yeah, 3 cautions at a track like this, 125 laps in. I mean, they're doing something right out there.
4 cautions, 21 laps.
4 cautions. I mean, 21 laps out of 125. I'll take that.
Yeah. We had 2 quick ones at the start.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I knew there might have been one there early that I missed. Back. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh, nice save from Jason Warren. He's going to fall back to the 3rd position. Will Paisley, maybe some accidental contact there. Or Jason Warren just got loose.
These guys are smelling blood, jumping down below him, trying to get past him.
Yeah, but he's going to fight there on the outside of Hubbard, and we've seen it be really difficult for people to pass tonight. So for the stream, I think this is best case scenario to see what Warren can do in terms of passing people.
Yeah.
He's got 2 cars he's going to have to pass now to get back to the lead. But a great save by Warren there, first of all.
Yes, it was.
And we're going to see him try to fight back. But right now for the lead, Will Paisley and Cameron Combs. Cameron Combs on the back bumper of Will right now. We've seen him be pretty fast tonight. I think Will's a little bit faster on the longer run, but right now we're on this short run, so let's see what Cameron Combs is able to do with it before Jason Warren inevitably gets back up there. He gets a really good run off.
Old Fry's kept that 2 car behind him all night tonight. Fry's got a little bumper damage on the rear end.
Yeah, you know, Reese is starting to get a little impatient. 70 laps to go, and he's kind of been behind Fry this entire race after he worked his way up from his starting spot of 22nd. Fry started 10th, so 6 spots up. Nice race by him so far in the 4th position. Here comes Jason Warren. We knew it would happen eventually after getting loose or a little tap. Caution's out. Showing Chris Heiner in the pits. I'm not sure if that was on him. I think it was because he probably got a tow. Yep.
Oh, I got the 48 car.
Oh, he blew up.
Slowed down, got hit by the 60.
We're here with the 24 Chris Heiner, first of all. I think he just blew up, honestly. Yep. That car, unfortunately for the 24, dies off. Who was the other wreck? What was the wreck?
Wasn't really a 48 car got slowed down and got rear-ended, but neither one of them spun, neither one of them wrecked.
I think the caution came out because I believe the caution was on the 24 of Chris Heiner because his motor blew and he wasn't able to get to pit road, so he had to stop on track, and I think that's what caused that caution. That caution is going to benefit William Griffith, though, in the 9th position. He's going to get his lead lap position back. So top 9 on the lead lap. Dustin Franklin, first car lap down in 10th right now. And while we're under caution here, we'll go ahead and talk about a little bit about Original Rebels Racing League Sunday Night Truck Series, which is tomorrow night, brought to you by Intensity Broadcasting. You can catch them on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. That is currently locked up right now, but make sure to tune in for those races. A lot of fun. Friday night Extreme Xfinity Series last night at Richmond. Those are every Friday night. It's brought to you by here on Rebels Racing Network. Saturday night Syndicate Cup Series, which you're watching tonight here at North Wilkesboro Speedway every Saturday night, except next week. Next week, every series is off because of Christmas and the New Year's. And the Tuesday night Dirt Invaders Series, brought to you by Rebels Racing Network as well. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. The Saturday night Syndicate Cup Series and the Tuesday night Dirt Invaders Series both open for drivers right now. So if you're interested in joining, look Original Rebels Racing League up on either Facebook or iRacing, and you can get registered for the league and then get into the Discord. You can also message Matt Geis on Facebook, and you can probably get into the league that way too. And again, we'll get you in the Discord and get you on track with these guys that you see running every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, except Friday and Sunday, I guess, because those are locked up. But definitely look us up if you're interested.
And we've started a second truck series on Sunday, so I believe there's some room available in there.
Yeah, the Outlaw series. So, yeah, I guess you can run some trucks on Sunday nights. Just not the one that was listed there, but yes, there is a second truck series going right now.
A lot of fun and a lot of good drivers in this league, a lot of good people. So if you want to hang around good people, this is the place to go. Let's go green.
Will Paisley, yep, green flag racing. Cameron Combs, a great restart. He's going to maybe use that outside to try to gain the lead here. Not going to be able to make it happen just yet. Will Paisley keeping the lead on this restart. Jason Warren also staying in the third position. Freiberg fourth, and, well, could you guess who would be behind him? The two of Clint Reist.
Yeah, and caution's out again.
Yeah. Not sure that one's on.
I got the 08 spun around.
Well, cautions breed cautions, and that's kind of what's happening right here. Cold tires are just not, being these guys' friend right now.
Oh, yeah. The 60 car, the 08 car, the 08 car come down, not knowing that the 60 was at his bumper, and caused him to spin around.
Somehow they don't make contact with anybody else. Nice wreck avoidance there.
Looked like it was almost going to go 3 wide there for a moment.
Well, I think I jinxed us a little bit because I mentioned how nice of a job these guys were doing, not bringing out a lot of cautions, and, well, we've had 2 cautions since.
Laps are getting short. Positions are hard to come by. The 60 gets back on the lead lap, right?
Yep. Dustin Franklin. No, I think that, I don't know who took that wave around. It looks like David Hall.
Yeah, the 60 was involved in that caution, so.
Yeah. David Hall might have been 2 laps down because it's still showing him a lap down right now. Will Paisley, your current leader. Cameron Combs second. Jason Warren third. Freiberg fourth. Clint Reist rounding out your top 5. Logan Sturgeon sixth. Tia Swank seventh. Brandon Wallace 8th. William Griffith 9th. And rounding out your top 10 currently is Dustin Franklin. That is your top 10 as of now.
I would have thought for lead lap cars that would have been a good place to come in, get that last set of tires, but I think they're holding off.
Yeah, I don't think
hoping for another caution a little later down.
Yeah, I don't think the tires are too worn out with these cautions that have been happening so quickly. So definitely save that set because we still have 58 laps to go. So save that set for a later date in this race when the tires might be a little bit more worn out than they are right now. This track, I don't know about the cup cars, but in the trucks, it doesn't eat away at the tires too much until you get on the really long run. So these tires are probably really healthy right now. Freiberg looks anxious on that outside to try to get past Jason Warren on this restart. And Clint Reist wants to get a really good jump so he can get to the inside of Fry and get past him.
Yeah.
Pace car's off. And so is Will Paisley. Green flag is out. Great jump. That's going to keep the top 4 the same. And, well, sorry, Clint. I was rooting for you there. And I thought Fry Hubbard was looking to the inside of Jason Warren, but that is not happening.
We're
But
not rooting against you, Fry. We're not rooting against
we aren't. We are not rooting against Fry. Definitely not. But I do feel bad for Clint a little bit. Cameron Combs looking to the inside of our leader, Will Paisley. Oh,
and
Fry Hubbard.
into Jason Warren.
Fry Hubbard spins
Man.
Jason Warren around. Caution is out. Jason Warren is not going to be too happy.
I'm not sure the 32 didn't slow down a little bit there. 9 had a heck of a run on him.
I think Warren was just more patient into the turn, and Fry Hubbard, we've seen him dive into the turn before, and he just dove in and made a little bit of contact with Warren's left rear there. Yeah, he just dove it in and accidental contact to the left rear. Warren, a good amount of damage to the front end of that car after making some contact with other drivers. Not a lot, but that left rear definitely looks a little messed up. Oh, no, yeah, that hood looks pretty messed up, but that should just be cosmetic damage. I don't think that motor is going to be too hurt.
And we got a couple of lead lap cars coming for them new tires. And the 2 car got around Fry.
Yeah, I think he got him around him when that wreck happened.
Yeah. So move him up into the 3rd spot.
Yeah, we're going to see, I believe the top 8 stay out, which is most of the lead lap cars. You're going to see Jason Warren get as much of his car. No, he's not going to get anything fixed. Definitely doesn't want to go a lap down this late in the race. 50 laps to go soon. And, I mean, you never like to see someone get wrecked, but these top 2, well, everybody up here is a little happy not to have Jason Warren breathing down their necks.
Now you're going to have a man on a mission named Jason Warren coming up through the field.
Yeah, we saw Zach Wilson yesterday. He was a man on a mission on new tires. It was a pit strategy. He wasn't wrecked, but it was a, we saw him just going 3 wide, constantly trying to get past people as quickly as he could, and he had about 12 laps to do it, unlike 50 laps for Jason Warren. So Warren, with how fast he's been, I think he'll be able to possibly get back up here and try to fight for the lead, but you got to get a little bit lucky too.
And I do believe we'll probably have a caution or 2.
Warren's just hoping that it doesn't happen in front of him.
Well, grab some popcorn, folks. It's going to be an interesting race.
Yep, 50 laps to go here at the line. Will Paisley, your leader, Cameron Combs in a close second, and now Clint Reist in 3rd, fighting Logan Sturgeon for that 3rd position. He's going to be able to take that away. Not just yet. He's not going to clear him, but he should into turn 3. Caution is out. Any idea who that was on?
No, I do not.
See if anybody goes to. The 60 is currently behind the pace car right now, so I'm not sure if it was on him. Still showing him 11th, so I don't think that was him. I don't know. I thought he might be in position to get the lucky dog, so we're gonna take a look and see if it was him. Doesn't hurt to go see. Oh, yeah, it was. Looks like a self-spin. Locks it down. And he's going to be able to stay. He gets trapped behind the pace car, but not behind our leaders. So he's going to get the wave around, and he's going to stay 1 lap down.
I'm surprised that brought out a caution flag.
'93 Will Paisley still your race leader, and Jason Warren currently in the 9th position. Not much time there to gain any spots as the caution came out relatively quick. A couple of cars down pit road. Michael Swink, Elliott Longenecker, those two were down pit road.
So we're going to put Dustin on the tail end of the lead lap, right?
I believe he'll still be a lap down. This would have put him 2 laps down if he got trapped behind Will Paisley. But luckily he's able to stay in front of him and just behind the pace car.
Okay.
Kind of what happened to me in last week's truck race. I got a caution came out when I was down pit road, and well, I didn't get trapped behind the leader, but I did get trapped behind the pace car. And
yeah, I was right behind you.
Yeah. So luckily he'll still be able to only stay a lap down instead of 2. Getting the wave around right there. And from the looks of it, I think we're going single file restarts.
We might be.
Yep, lights are off in the pace car, and we have not doubled up. So the cautions, the simultaneous cautions that we've had recently after passing about 120 or so laps has made these guys decide that they need to go single file restarts. And that's going to help our leader, Will Paisley. He's going to get a nice jump and not have anybody battling for the lead going into turn 1. Kind of want to take a look at Jason Warren real quick, fighting Fry Hubbard for that eighth position. Now looking to try to catch up to Brandon Wallace in the 99. And he's going to dive down to the inside and pretty easily take that 7th spot away. And now about half a second ahead of him, William Griffith, and that kind of starts the long line of cars up here. Clint Reese looking to the outside of Cameron Combs, trying to make it 2 races in a row for a win. And to win at a track like Atlanta and then win at a track like North Wilkesboro, that would definitely show, how he can be fast at 2 completely different types of tracks. And even if he doesn't win, I mean, the top 3 would still show how fast he can be at a variety of tracks.
Well, the fish is trying to make that happen for him as well. I think that shows just how hard it is to pass on this track when a driver like that cannot pass somebody, even though the guy in front of him has equal his talent. When you got a fast car like he's got, you'd think he'd be able to make quick work of him, but caution's out again.
Will Paisley still your leader, and Brian Rupert is stuck now behind the pace car, it looks like. So maybe, I think it was probably the 48 machine. Take a look at the 48 machine here.
Oh, yeah. Contact that inside wall.
Real loose out of turn 4. Bringing out another caution, and, well, he's kind of doing a little burnouts there.
Looks like here in the middle of the turn, he made some contact with that dirt and got his wheel spinning going into the turn, made him real loose coming off.
Will Paisley still your leader with around 36 laps to go. We're seeing people down pit road. Fry Hubbard, David Hall. Dustin Franklin on the lead lap now. I believe it's showing him on the lead lap in 11th. Also Josh Loken, Vince Michael Swink, and Brian Rupert down pit road.
Well, we get to see what new tires going to do. But like you said earlier, there's not a whole lot of green flag on these tires up front.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's enough green flag laps on these tires to make a difference, but hey, that's what we're going to find out here with 35. Probably going to be around 33 laps to go when we go green flag racing. Is can those tires make that much of a difference? And Fry Hubbard doesn't lose anything by pitting, so I don't blame him for pitting, honestly. Do something different when you're back in ninth, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, you were already in ninth.
Yeah. Might get him a few more spots than he would have if he just stayed out.
Take a quick look at
we got 7th place Logan Sturgeon's the first one with the new tires on it, 7th place.
Take another quick look at our schedule coming up in 2 weeks, January 2nd. The Rebels Roulette 200 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, 133 laps, 200 miles. And that's at noon. That's not at night, so that's going to be a hot track.
Yeah, slip sliding around. I'm looking forward to the truck race that week. Hate to skip that far forward, but I like Las Vegas for some reason. Wow.
And we're back double file here, so no more single file restarts.
I think the cautions have been in the back. There's been a lot of self-spinning, so why not double them up?
Gonna make it interesting here with 33 laps to go. Will Paisley is off, green flag racing. Cameron Combs, a nice restart. Clint Reese going to be able to lock up that 3rd position over T.S. Swankin. Behind T.S. Jason Warren in the 5th position on the outside of William Griffith. Here he comes in that 32 machine.
Oh. At 66, T.S. Swank almost got back into the 2, but avoided that very well. Avoided a little carnage.
A fight for the lead right now. Down to the bottom, Cameron Combs trying to look underneath the 93 of Will Paisley. Not going to be able to do it just yet. I mean, Will Paisley is usually fast, and, well, at a track like this where it's tough to pass, it's going to be tough for Cameron Combs. It's going to be a tough task for him to try to take that lead away from him.
Jason Warren going low for 4th around T.S. Swank. Side by side through 3 and 4.
Top 3 nose to tail right now in front of him. But Will Paisley doing a nice job at holding on to that lead. Clint Reese trying to look underneath the 15 for the 2nd position. This is the furthest we've seen him all race. He started 22nd, so he's kind of been stuck back in 6th place. We talked about it behind Fry Hubbard, but now he's up to 3rd, and he's trying to do something with it.
And you got 2 different lines running there. That Combs is diving into the corner, and Reese is taking his corner late and high and then diving in, and neither one of them can get away or get past the other.
Oh, I thought I saw Will Paisley get really loose in that turn, and it might have been Cameron Combs looking at the back bumper once again. I thought when he entered, he turned that wheel just a little too much while braking, and I thought he might have spun out there, but he's able to keep that car straight.
Well, Combs has caught him. Now what are you going to do with him?
Yeah, these top 3, top 4 now are just nose to tail, but nowhere to go with it. Jason Warren there in the 4th position. We've seen him lead all night. We saw him, build a 10-second gap over Will Paisley now in the lead, but earlier a 10-second lead over him. So
Warren looked to the inside of Reese and got a little bit of that curb down there. Got him a little unsettled, but kept it on the track.
25 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. So, you know, Warren has led probably the most laps, or he definitely has led the most laps tonight, but, you know, you only need to lead that last one to win. So he's starting to run out of time, and he has to pass 3 cars to get back to that lead spot.
Reese sets that corner entry up so high that it's just, it baits the guy into diving underneath you.
Speaking
but he gets
of,
a good drive off. There he goes.
Jason Warren to the inside of Clint Reese. He's going to make that pass happen. Clint kind of said, okay, you can have that spot. I'll try to cross you back over. Not able to do it, though. Jason Warren to the top 3 now. And, well, he sees Will Paisley and Cameron Combs right in front of him. Nose to tail. Cameron Combs just not able to go anywhere with it just yet. He's going to peek to the inside. I think he's going to start using that bumper a little bit here soon.
If Warren's going to get back to the front, he's going to have to pass both these guys at the same time.
Yeah, that's a tough task.
Just to get one of them's going to be tough.
He's going to look to the inside. Not able to get there as the 15 shuts the door. Oh, you saw that 32 machine kind of... Oh, and Cameron Combs tries to dive for the lead, and he spins Will Paisley out. Will Paisley's going to fall back to the 6th or 5th position.
Caution is out.
Cameron Combs just trying to dive a little bit harder into the turn to try to take the lead away, and was just a little bit too aggressive.
I think it might have been a little mirror drive and seeing who was behind him.
Just dives in harder, and a little bit of net code there is... I think that's the only reason Cameron Combs didn't spin was because Will kind of net coded through his car instead of actually hitting him. Will Paisley.
Have Combs in the lead.
Will Paisley now down pit road. He's going to lose only a couple of spots. He's going to go get fresh tires.
Yeah, that's a why not right there.
Very unfortunate for that car.
Yeah, he was very strong.
And that puts Jason Warren in that number 2 spot. And we saw him at the beginning of the race on the initial start get a really good jump on Tia Swank, our pole sitter, and take the lead away right away. So we'll see if Jason Warren's able to do the same on this restart with about 16 or 17 laps to go.
I'm going to say we're going to have another caution.
Now 11 cars still in the lead lap. Thought we might have 12 by now, but nope, still 11. Dustin Franklin holding that 11th spot.
Buscemi in the 8 got the lucky dog wave around, but he was 2 laps down, so that puts him a lap down now.
Clint Reese still in that 3rd position. He fell back to 4th, now in 3rd, and he's going to be right behind Cameron Combs on this restart.
Combs in front of you and Warren to the outside of you. That's going to be interesting.
And don't forget Logan Sturgeon back there in the 4th position. William Griffith. They're all still in the hunt.
Quiet. Logan's quiet, but he's got a strong race car and he's a good racer. So we'll hear something from him out of here too.
Yeah, and let's mention this points battle while we're under caution here. Clint Reese currently your points leader over David Hall. 1 point lead over him right now. So Clint Reese in the 3rd position and David Hall in the 6th. So those two close in the points and close on track.
And the lights are out on the pace car. We'll have 15 to go on the green. It's going to be an interesting turn 1.
Yep, pace car pulls off, and that Napa machine is off. Green flag racing. He's going to be clear into turn 1.
Oh,
Jason Warren in 2nd. Clint Reese having to hold off Logan Sturgeon for that 3rd position. Here comes Jason Warren to the lead. He gets to the back bumper, but nowhere to go with it.
Caution is out again.
I see
Logan
Elliott.
had the spot there on when the flag
I
comes out.
see Elliott Longenecker in the pits, but I'm not sure if that was on him or not. We're going to go take a look real quick just to see.
93 is saying that he bounced off the wall and hit a couple of people.
93 of Will Paisley. Shows, oh, okay. Yep, I found it.
And we got the 66, the 99, the 60 involved, 66 spinning behind the 93.
Oh, the 66 gets in the 99. 60 gets into T.S. Swank, and there they go. Also collecting the 08. We are going to have another restart under 10 laps to go now. And these caution laps are really working out for Cameron Combs.
Yeah, the fewer laps you have to hold off by 32 car, the better.
Yeah, you mentioned Sturgeon. Logan Sturgeon was able to take that third spot away from Clint Reese before that caution, and now that sets us up with Clint Reese on the outside of the second row and David Hall on the inside of the third row. So those two battling for points, like I mentioned, are going to start right next to each other.
And the plot thickens. 10 to go right now. So guess it's good to mention 2 attempts at a green-white checker if it gets to that.
I think we'll see at least one, if I'm going to be honest with you.
I was thinking that myself. Well, we were just talking about how few cautions we've had. We've had 11 for 55 laps now. So
Yeah, it went from 21 to 55 really quick. That's just short track racing, though, for you. I mean,
yeah.
you keep stacking that field up enough times, there's going to be enough carnage to bring out more cautions. And we're line backed up. Going to be 8 laps to go when we get back green flag racing here.
Oh, let's go 8 laps, green flag, get this race finished, and have an exciting finish. What do you think?
I am on board with that. You're already seeing these guys bumping a little bit here.
Yeah.
Cameron Combs, green flag racing. Jason Warren going to have to deal with Logan Sturgeon a little bit there, but he's able to stay out in front of him, and now Logan having to pass Clint Reese. So a great restart. Wrecking in the back, Brandon Wallace. They're able to keep it straight. Green flag still. And here comes Jason Warren trying to get back to the back bumper of Cameron Combs. You know he wants to win this race so badly. I think I saw a bump in the back. Yep. There goes David Hall around caution. Going to come out.
Right in the wall. Oh, and Warren got into the 15 a little bit there.
Let's go see what happened to David Hall here.
Oh, the 93 and the 83.
'93 dives it in, Will Paisley, and just barely makes contact with his left rear and sends that car around. And if I am correct, this might just be a green-white checkered or with 3 laps to go. Either 2 or 3.
And we had a little extra on the back end of that. The 25 and the 48 got together. They were coming up on the 83 spinning. So a few cars caught up in that.
We'll check out what you were mentioning. Oh, yeah. 25 into the left rear, Brian Rupert. You can't really blame him. The 48 just came down to try to avoid the 83, and just they came together.
This little racing deal, but got caught up in somebody else's mess.
So let's see if the lights come off the pace car this time by. If they don't, we're going to get a green-white checkered, and if they do, we're going to get a green-white checkered plus 1 lap.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, it'll go down to 3 laps to go. So yeah, we're getting a green-white checkered here. I thought it said 5 to go instead of 4. So yeah, with 3 laps to go and lights still on the pace car, we're going to get a green-white checkered. So we thought we'd see one, and well, here's number 1 of 2 attempts. Or no, it won't be 1 of 2 attempts because the 2 laps that we're going to finish out on should be still in the regulation of the 200 laps we're doing tonight. We'll see how that works out. A little bit of a tricky situation.
And sitting in the announcer's chair tonight, I do have to bring up the spotlight driver jinx has not affected Jason Warren so far. And if it ends up doing it after I bring it up, he's probably going to come chase me down.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, I think he is going to chase you down if he ends up getting wrecked here or something, or wrecked himself. Well, here we go. We are about set and ready to go. Green flag racing, a green-white checkered, attempt number 1 of 2. Let's see if we can finish this race with 1 green-white checkered. Green flag is out. A great restart from Cameron Combs. That's going to cause Jason Warren to be side by side for second. Here comes Logan Sturgeon on the inside. The longer these two battle, the better it is for Cameron Combs. Jason Warren is going to clear him, and he's going to dive into turn 3 and 4. Can we get to the white flag?
Oh, here comes Will Paisley.
White flag is out. That is our last restart of the race. 1 lap to go for Cameron Combs. Trying to win here at North Wilkesboro Speedway through 3 and 4 the last time. We're going to see a bump from Jason Warren to the start-finish line. Jason Warren to the inside. They're bumping and banging. Oh. Cameron Combs is the winner. Jason Warren's going to come home second. You can't blame Jason Warren for trying to get what he could there. And, well, they came to the start-finish line bumping and banging there. And, I mean, that's an exciting – I mean, that's, I think, the most exciting finish we've had all year in any of the series I broadcasted.
Oh, it has to be. Still brings home a second for Warren, but valiant effort.
What a finish between Cameron Combs and Jason Warren.
And look at number 3, Logan, the fish sturgeon.
Yeah, Logan Sturgeon coming home third. And for this man right here, best outcome that he could have had winning this race tonight.
It was a really good race, competitive and beating and banging, and it was a great finish. Will
Polish
Paisley
victory
come
lap.
all the way back up to 5th. Bry Hubbard finished in 6th. He made some moves there.
I thought we were going to see our first Polish victory lap of the season, but he's just coming down to pit road. Might be going to victory lane if there is one. Or just go back to his pit stall. All right. What a finish for tonight's race. Couldn't have asked for a better finish. And your winner, Cameron Combs, we're going to go ahead and get him in here if he's in. Hopefully he's in. Yep, there he is. Hey, Cameron, Zach, and Sam in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4, go ahead.
What a finish, man! I don't think we could have asked for a better finish coming into this race. But first of all, take us through your race.
Yeah, it was tough. I was definitely not the fastest car out there, but the way things played out just allowed me to get the win.
Was that your coming into this race? Was that your initial plan? Was to try to do a little bit of a different pit strategy and stay out longer than others?
No, but I had enough fuel to make it about 40 more laps, so I was going to try to run that out as far as I could.
Okay. Anything for him, Dad?
Very nice race, great finish.
Oh,
Through that last turn, man, what was going through your mind?
I was just trying to hold Jason off. I knew he was the fastest car all night, and I just was trying to hold him off the best I could. I knew if he got to my inside, then he'd probably take the lead away from me, and then we battled it out right to the end.
You ran a really good race. You had a different line. I noticed you were diving more into the corner where the other guys were kind of cutting their turns late going into the turn. Did that help you at all, or because you were holding off people? People couldn't pass you tonight. You could pass other people, but people couldn't get past you.
Yeah, that helped. I noticed when the 93 was ahead of me that I was catching him more on the outer, the exit of the corner, and he was beating me in the entrance.
All right. So we head to after the break for next week. We head to, I believe, I can't remember. I think it was Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas. I had a little bit of a brain fart there. We head to Las Vegas. How you feeling about Las Vegas?
That's one of my better tracks. I'm hoping to go out there and do pretty good. These cars are hard to drive there now, but hopefully we can go out and get another win.
All right. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there real quick?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for the league and having fun. I want to apologize to the 93. I didn't really mean to get into him there.
All right. Well, congratulations on your win tonight, and have a happy holidays. And looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
You too. Thank you.
All right. That was your winner, Cameron Combs. Now we're going to get the other part of that battle to the end of the race. The other driver, Jason Warren.
Racing Jason.
Racing Jason, our spotlight driver of tonight. Hey, Jason, Zach, and Sam in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Well, I mean, absolutely dominant throughout most of that race up until we had a bunch of those cautions. You were able to fight back, and what a finish. Take us through your race.
I mean, I drove as hard as I physically could. I think I led like 120 laps or whatever, and then had some unfortunate incidents happen back to back and had to drive back up through there, but it was a fun race. Had a good, 90 lap green flag run that I didn't see happening at all on this track.
Yeah, take us through your mindset going down the back stretch into turn 3. Did you think you were going to be able to dive deep enough to get to his back bumper?
Oh, yeah, the mindset was to hit him square and hard and bump him up the track, which I did without wrecking him, of course. And then, I mean, I thought I executed a perfect bump and run, and then we just kind of got into each other there a little bit, and round I went, unfortunately. I thought I had a really good run. I think if I went to win a round, then I'd probably got the win, but I didn't wreck him or anything. Just hit him square, drove him up the track a little bit, and it just didn't work out.
It was really interesting to watch you all night and have a 10-second lead and then have that go away and then watch you drive up through the field. You put on a great show for the folks tonight. Did you, a couple of laps before that, looked like you almost wrecked? You get into the curb?
Yeah, well, Cameron was, I mean, he was blocking pretty hard on the inside and checking up really hard to make sure I didn't get underneath him, which he's the leader. He can do whatever he wants. I'm not talking bad about that or anything, but I can drive it in really, really deep on 3 and 4 and make it stick. and I think the caution came out there, and I didn't see it, so I had to slam on the brakes so I didn't get into him, and I hit the curb, and I almost totaled my car doing that.
All right, so
Well,
oh, sorry, go ahead and finish on.
I just wanted to add that the you did a great job of breaking the spotlight driver jinx.
I appreciate it, man.
Speaking of Spotlight Driver, I have a question for you, non-racing, but since you are a Spotlight Driver and we have some information on you, I got to ask you a question. Why is Rocky IV your favorite movie?
I mean, it's a true. I mean, it basically ended the Cold War, in my opinion.
Because
I mean, you got the American Rocky Balboa going against this gigantic Russian on steroids during the Cold War era, Soviets versus America, and Rocky's like 5'7", maybe 210 pounds, although he's all muscle going against the gigantic Russian underdog, last round knockout. How could you not love it?
And he killed Apollo
Christmas
3.
Day. Yeah, you can't kill Apollo and then say if he dies, he dies. I mean, that's a crock of shit.
The best line in that movie, "I will break you."
Yeah, and then he nearly does.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your second place finish. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Josh Oswald. My grandfather passed away literally 30 minutes before the Thursday night super late model race, and my grandfather loved Kubota tractor, so he painted this scheme for me. I really wanted to win this race tonight for him. Just came up a little bit short. I'd like to thank my fiance for letting me put in endless hours on this, practice as much as I can. 09 Motorsports, Orange Utility Buildings, Carports, and Garages. Elliot Longenecker, Keith Durst, Michael Swink, Matt Geist, you two for the broadcast. I'm probably forgetting something, but I would like to thank Fry Hubbard for not totally destroying my car, although it is probably accidental. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, to start, sorry to hear that, man. I know that definitely sucks, so sorry to hear that. But nice run tonight, and looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Have a happy holidays, man.
You too. You guys take care.
All right, that was Jason Warren, your second place finisher, Spotlight Driver of the night. And now we're going to go ahead to the fish, Logan Sturgeon. Nice run by him, quiet run throughout the race, and finds his way into the third position. Going to go ahead and pull him in here if it lets me. Logan, Zach, and Sam in the booth, you got a copy?
Got you guys.
Kind of a quiet run throughout that entire race, and, well, then it comes to the end of the race, and you're able to get up to third. Take us through your race.
Well, for starters, my main goal tonight was to qualify up front, especially with no quick repairs. I wanted to stay up front as much as I could, and just being mid-pack or in the back of the pack, people are going to, that's where a lot of the accidents happen. So my goal was to start up front, and I did. We qualified fourth, and then I was not prepared for that green flag run, man. I got a cramp in my leg about halfway through that run. I was caution.
In our defense, I talked about you early in the race. I said, don't count fish out. You get up there. You ran a great race.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm never going to be one of those guys that leads the most laps or anything, but I always try and be up there in the front, when it matters most, man. Shake and bake, baby.
We head to Las Vegas in a couple of weeks after the Christmas and New Year's break. How you feeling about that track?
I'm best on mile and a half. I like Vegas, so I'm hoping that we got 2 weeks to prepare for that. So me and the rest of the guys at Big Fish Motorsports, we're going to be getting the practice in, and once again, we're going to be up there contending.
I'm looking through the race results here, and the fish finishes with a goose egg on incident points. You didn't hit anything all night long. You're the only one.
Am I really? Oh, that's awesome.
That's an interesting fact.
On this track, to come out with 0 incident points, man, that should just give you the win right there.
Yeah, I'll almost take that over the win.
I guess being quiet throughout the race works out. You get to finish third and get 0x.
Hey, I'll take a top 3 any day of the week, no matter what the track is. Especially when you race with guys like Jason and Cameron. Man, those guys show up every week, and we got some serious racers in here, so it's always good to get a podium finish.
All right, you got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I want to shout out Matt Geis, man, the league owner, man. He's the best out there. We a lot of us came from a very toxic league with a bad owner, and a bunch of us were ready to just give up on trying to find a league, and Matt brought us in, and it's awesome to finally be a part of a league where you can be proud of the owner and proud of the guys that you race with. These guys in here, uh, they uh, they leave everything out on the track, and sometimes tempers flare, but that's racing. But I wouldn't want to race with anybody else, and I wouldn't want to run under any other league owner than Matt Geis.
I'll second that.
Third. So, congratulations on your third place finish tonight, man, and have a happy holidays. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Same to you guys. Merry Christmas. Always, I'm going to go back and watch this broadcast. You guys always do a hell of a job.
Appreciate it, Logan. All right, that was Logan Sturgeon, your third place finisher tonight. We're gonna go ahead and pull up your race results, and then we'll go over the race real quick before we head into other stuff. And not sure why that shows up. Let's take that off. There we go. Race results are up. And Cameron Combs, your winner. Jason Warren second. Logan Sturgeon third. Clint Reist, your points leader currently. I don't have the points because I messed up a little bit, but I can tell you that Clint Reist does have a 1-point lead over Cameron Combs. Cameron Combs, with that win, now falls into second in points. Will Paisley fifth. Fry Hubbard, a nice sixth place finish. We mentioned him throughout the race, and that's kind of where he was all race, was in that top 5-6 area, and he's able to finish there after getting tires there late in the race. T.S. Swank 7th, William Griffith 8th, Dustin Franklin 9th, and Brandon Wallace running out your top. David Hall 11th, Joey Buscemi 12th, Josh Lokenvents 13th, Michael Swink 14th, Rich Yeoman 15th, Brian Rupert 16th, 17th is Chuck Feltz, Charles Stevens comes home 18th, Elliot Longenecker 19th, Chris Heiner 20th, Chad Bassett 21st, Philip Manzo 22nd, Mickey Isaac, Jeff Paisley, and Bobby Rusk did not run laps. Or they at least wrecked early on. I'm not sure which either. But they round out the field.
A tough night for Jeff.
All right. We'll keep those up for you guys while we talk. So, yeah, Dad, you got any last thoughts about tonight's race?
I was impressed on that long green flag run. North Wilkesboro it chews up race cars, as we saw with those cautions that kind of piled up there midway through the last 100. And to run that long and to have that 10-second lead for Jason Warren, the drama of him getting knocked back and then racing his way back up to second, this was a very interesting race.
Yeah, and real quick, I'm going to kind of follow along with what Logan was saying. I know Matt was watching throughout tonight, not sure if he still is, but if he is, even if he isn't, shout out to Matt for working really hard to keep this entire league running smoothly. And, I mean, we have a lot of series running right now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I mean, so many series going on, and every series is controlled by different admin. Sturgeon controls Friday nights. Thursday nights are controlled by Jason Warren. Saturday nights are on tonight's. Saturday night Senate Cup series is run by Jesse Necula. Matt himself runs the Sunday night truck series, and there's other. And Alex Veith runs the Tuesday night Dirt Invader series. So different admins control different series, but overall, Matt Geis is who looks over every single series and make sure they're running smoothly. So shout out not only to all the admins that put work into these series and into this league, but especially to Matt Geis, who, just puts in so much time into this. I mean, it's pretty much like a second job to him that just doesn't pay, but he puts so much work into it. So shout out to him. And again, all the admins as well that work hard on this league.
Yeah, we drive Matt crazy. We drive Logan crazy a little bit, but we still like them. They do a great job. I love being in this league. I love racing with these guys. I love hanging out and just talking with them during the week. I noticed that in some other leagues, you got your Discord channel on there, and people just don't talk to each other when it's not race day. But got a lot of friendships that have been built out of this, and it's all Matt's doing. Matt's got us all together, and keeps us in line. And he should be taking a vacation right now. I hope he has a Merry Christmas, and we'll get back to it after. We got one more race tomorrow night, of course. But after that, hopefully he can take a break and turn that Discord off and get a little quiet time.
Yeah, and speaking of that bye week, schedule up on the screen. Talk about that in just a second. So you see next week, obviously a bye week. That'll be a bye week for every single series. Christmas time coming up. But after that, January 2nd, Rebels Roulette 200 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 133 laps, 200 miles on a hot, slick track during the noon, 12 o'clock time. So usually you like to see that track run at night because it makes that track a little bit cooler with more grip. But when you see it in the noon time, you know that you're going to be slipping and sliding all over the place.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but we just ran north of Wilkesboro at 6 o'clock in the morning. So
I did not notice that, actually.
Yeah.
That's
maybe we
pretty
could do that at Vegas too. That would be nice.
And then Phoenix, Kansas, Martinsville, Michigan, and then another 2 bye weeks in a row. And then we'll have about 6 races before the playoffs: Bristol, Talladega, Dover, Auto Club, Kentucky, and Chicago. And then the last bye week of the season. And then we head to Texas, Homestead, Talladega, Richmond, and we crown a champion at Charlotte Motor Speedway in May. So a long way to go in this series. Only 3 weeks in, and I mean, a lot of opportunities for a lot of people to try to put themselves into the championship run.
Yeah, I think that championship leaderboard is going to be like a ping pong table, back and forth for the entire season. A lot of good quality drivers in this league, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, so one more thing before we head out of here. Actually, 2 more things. We'll talk about one last time about our Spotlight driver real quick. Original Rebels Racing League, here are your 4 main series. Saturday night Send It Cup Series, which you watch tonight. Tomorrow night, the Truck Series. Sunday night Trucks, brought to you by Intensity Broadcasting. Tuesday night Dirt Invader Series, brought to you by us. As you see on screen, those 3 series brought to you by Rebels Racing Network. And then Friday nights, the Extreme Xfinity Series. So if you're interested in joining, the Tuesday night Dirt Invader Series and the Saturday Cup Series are still looking for recruitment racers. So don't be shy. Definitely look us up on iRacing or Facebook. Message Matt Geist, like we said, the league owner. He'll get you in here and get you racing. And then the sister league, the Thunderstruck Super Series, they're still recruiting as well. So plenty of opportunities. The Outlaw Series on Sunday nights is recruiting. There's a Monday night series. So plenty of opportunities to race in this league. Just definitely make sure to look us up, and you'll be out on track before you know it.
And don't forget to check out the original Rebels Racing League. Yeah, say that 3 times. Original Rebels Racing League team store. We got T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, caps. You can even get your favorite driver on a T-shirt or a hoodie. We'll put them anywhere. Check that out. That's something that we just started about a week or 2 ago, and the guys have put a lot of hard work into it, and there's a lot of quality stuff on there.
Yeah, and this is a little bit of an inside joke to the league, but we can also get you Mike Uribe underwear. So if you want that, we can definitely get that for you.
And get it autographed if you like.
Yeah, we won't. We'll quit there while we're ahead.
Yeah.
Once again, the Spotlight driver was Jason Warren tonight. Shout out to him for a nice run. Finished 2nd, but led around 100 I think he said 20 laps or so. So great run from him, and he at least gets a nice second place finish after being wrecked there around lap 150 or so. So nice drive by him, and yeah, that was your spotlight driver of tonight's race. And that was 200 laps here at, why did I just have a brain fart? North Wilkesboro Speedway.
North Wilkesboro.
I always get North Wilkesboro and Nashville mixed up for some reason, so sometimes I forget which track I'm at. But yeah, 200 laps North Wilkesboro Speedway in these Cup cars. The next time you'll see us broadcasting is January 1st to start off the new year. But definitely make sure to check out Intensity Broadcasting tomorrow night. The Sunday night truck series, sorry. Saturday night still in my mind. So yeah, definitely make sure to check that out tomorrow night. This same track, less laps, but same track. So make sure to check that out. This has been Zach Wetstein, Sam Wetstein in the booth. See you later. Have a nice night.